Previously on Big Brother 6, Ashleah became the first evicted house guest.
Can you hug everybody because I gotta go?
And the reality of the game set in.
That's so weird when someone walks out of the house.
In a close competition,
Eric got it right. Congratulations, Eric.
Eric became the second head of household.
Vet was like, oh my God, you won, oh my God, which was so pathetic. Oh God, I hate her.
He used the power to secure his position in the game.
If I keep you safe this week, I ask for 1 week of safety.
Some house guests believed Michael took things too far with the women.
And I'm like, stop. And then today he tried kissing me again.
Keep your paws off of the girls, except for the girls who want your paws on them.
Turning Eric and most of the house against him.
What about when you were kissing on their necks? That could easily be considered
That's fine.
sexual harassment.
At a tense nomination ceremony,
Janelle, Michael, I nominated you both.
Eric singled out his biggest threats.
Janelle, I totally underestimated you as a player. Michael, I feel that you are one of the strongest players in this game. Cool?
Who will win the power of veto? And will they use it to save either Michael or Janelle? And what will happen as tension builds inside the house? Find out tonight on Big Brother 6.
Okay, sir, you're safe.
Janelle, Michael, I nominated you both. Janelle, I totally underestimated you as a player. Michael, I feel that you are one of the strongest players in this game. It is in my best interest to nominate you. With that being said, this nomination ceremony is adjourned. Michael, I can't trust him because of the company that he was keeping. Janelle, she is also an extremely strong player, and I know for a fact that I would have been put up in a heartbeat if she had won HOH.
Oh, it's okay.
Janelle, I think, was sad, but I think she knew it was coming.
Hey, it's okay.
I have her back, but at the same time, she's got to put trust in us that she won't be the one to go.
Eric and I had formed somewhat of an alliance right from the beginning, but he's broken the trust that he promised.
Anybody can feel free to come up if they'd like.
I think Eric did a really good job with his speech. I could tell that he was a little worked up. I just wanted him to know that I support him 100%, if not 150%.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Well,
Excellent. That was way better than I thought you were gonna
it was strategic.
do. Really?
So,
You did great.
okay.
You did great.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, sounds good. Come on in.
I think you did a great speech.
Nomination ceremony went as planned, as far as Eric and I being on the same page.
Come on in. I'm sorry.
Damn, you did good.
People that I made deals with came up to me, they gave me hugs, but we know what the goal is.
You did so well.
I expected exactly to happen what happened. Janelle and Michael went off scurrying for cover into the gold room, I believe.
You're in trouble for hanging out with me.
Don't worry.
And his whole speech about leadership.
Leadership?
I have hopefully displayed what kind of a leader that I have been since I've become head of household in this short time span.
Oh, I was gonna throw up with the garbage that comes out. You can even pronunciate stuff properly. His whole thing about leadership? Leadership? That guy couldn't lead a freaking kid into a candy store. And his leadership skills are only strengthened by the weaknesses of others.
Sorry we weren't hanging out in your little pack of retards.
Of sheep.
God.
He's a complete controller and manipulator, and Michael and I call everyone else in the house a bunch of sheeps. They're just gonna get picked off one by one.
Michael, I just feel bad that you're on the block and you shouldn't be the one to go. I should go.
What is going on in this house? Michael hasn't done anything wrong.
Well, now we can hang out all we want.
I'm looking to get one individual. He has intimidated women. Women feel uncomfortable in his house because of it.
I haven't touched or affected anybody.
What about when you were grabbing people's necks and you were kissing on their necks? That could easily be considered
That's fine.
sexual harassment.
Control. So this has nothing to do with the candy.
I had no idea.
So that's why I'm
I just
saying
want you to know,
stay out of it.
hanging out
That's
with
fine.
It was just completely social. I didn't know about these
That's
things.
all I'm saying, Casey.
Okay.
Just stay out of it.
Okay, I'm out of it. I'm out of it.
I'm just a little frustrated. What's happened now is it's given Eric another edge because he's come out to be the hero and the savior of the females in the house, helping liberate the women.
What is Casey gonna do?
What do you mean?
You don't think he sold you out, do you?
He would never do that.
I would take a bullet for Kaser in this life or the next. He's the same way for me. There's no question.
Are you mad or something, Kaser?
No, I'm just thinking
About
just what just happened.
Michael is becoming more and more of a liability. I can't use him for anything. I don't know what he's doing. He's kind of like locked himself in the gold member room, and he doesn't really interact with anybody. He's not trying to fix things.
what did you think of his speech?
Yeah, I mean, you have to give a good speech. in
It
order to
wasn't
get
good though.
Well, he was coming off like he wanted to. You have to give. It was diplomatic.
Are you
It's a bunch of bull.
Everybody just went along with it. I mean, it's unreal.
So do you think you're like on his side or what?
I think Kaser is trying to get on their good side. He just doesn't want to be labeled as, you know, a group with me and Michael.
I'm gonna head out so they don't get suspicious.
Suspicious of what?
Michael is my partner in this house, but at this time, I feel as though if I try to help him, I'll end up becoming a target myself.
Can I come in?
Yeah.
I've never taken a risk.
I just don't think it's fair that someone's nominated for hanging out with me.
Janelle says basically, I feel bad that he got nominated because he was hanging out with me. I'm like, honey, you don't know the half of it.
By the way, just so you know, watch your back. I had a pact with him from the very beginning.
Are you serious?
My word is my bond.
Clip the roots, the tree dies.
Your little friend has a poisoned tongue, which I need to cut out.
Come outside.
Outside. He was like, you gotta watch your back because he told me that he was gonna give me his word's gold. And I'm like, well, obviously.
Up until the point I couldn't trust him.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what I said. Body language speaks twice as loud as words.
It's much louder.
I am lobbying at this time to get Michael out of the house. And I have no reservations if he finds that out. And so he hung himself.
Yeah.
So, once I lose somebody's trust, forget it.
Most definitely.
We're done, and I'll be the first one to admit it.
Yeah.
So I don't have any problem with that. I'll show you this one. Maybe you can do this. Ready? You're gonna put all the stress on the quad, then come like this, bring it up.
The girls had said they wanted to see bodybuilding competition.
I know, seriously, your boobs are bigger than any of ours.
The guys at the firehouse call me the world's smallest bodybuilder.
Yeah!
I used to be a competitive bodybuilder.
Eric's really into his body, if you ask me. I mean, I think every guy in this house is really into his body. James was up there flexing his body. I loved it. I have the hottest boyfriend ever. Howard! A.K.A. Howie!
You got the bicep pose, you know, so you can show people where the beach is, you know, where the waves are going and the beach is that way. You know, you can't be perfect. I'm not all that, but I'm pretty close. You got the quads for Quadzilla. Bam!
Bam! Bam!
Let me tell you something. If we win that power of veto, you either take yourself off or you leave it the same. Don't you take the other person off. I think he's a nice guy, but I don't have anything. But apparently other people.
It's a bit odd.
Why do you hang around him then? He freaks me out. I
Oh,
stay
he
away.
does?
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't freak me out at all.
Basically, Eric has brainwashed the entire house, and now April is trying to brainwash me, and I'm not gonna listen to that.
Because it's starting to make every person in here feel very uncomfortable.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Why didn't anyone tell me this? Hello?
Well, you need to open your eyes and open your ears.
If these people don't see what Eric is doing to them, they are retards.
It's just like, 1 minute it's like, oh, you're so beautiful. I can't wait to vote you out of here. And I'm like, what?
You said that too?
No, I'm just mad. I'm like, how extreme.
I never believe April. She's a freaking liar and a half. I don't believe one word that comes out of her mouth because I can see that she's trying to work me.
People see it. Apparently, people see it.
I guess I don't. I haven't seen anything. I haven't. I swear.
Michael has made people feel uncomfortable. Janelle has not seen it. I don't know if she's just acting like she hasn't seen it.
All I'm saying is if anyone says anything to you, do not go back and tell him. He's a very, very, look at me. You know he's a smart, smart, smart guy. I would just try to distance myself as far away as I could from that person.
No. I was at the kitchen table having coffee with Maggie, and Michael proceeded to stand about 10 feet away from me and just stare at me. Do you want to talk to me?
None of these people are able to look me in the eye, and it's really funny.
Is there a reason why you're staring at me? To intimidate me? It's not going to work. So you can stare at me all day long and look at me.
I'm not trying to intimidate you.
Nobody intimidates me in this world. Not a soul.
Intimidates you? Okay.
Nobody intimidates me. And that was kind of typical, I suppose, of somebody who is indeed frightened.
So you can stare at somebody else and play your games because it's not going to work with me. I'll sit here and stare at you all day long, dude. And you can put your smiles and all that stuff.
Why are you guys egging each other on?
But
I'm not doing anything.
You totally are. You're both guilty.
I refuse to let somebody stare at me with his games.
Did you get both of them?
That's where it stops.
You're both being stupid.
Eric is now looking at me as a complete threat. I didn't even say anything, and he got very defensive. So my impression is he's very scared. And should we win this power veto competition, he has a reason to be scared.
We have a couple options.
I have to choose somebody for the upcoming veto competition. Obviously, Kaser's my strongest ally.
If you don't do it, you don't want to be targeted. It's understandable, right? But you're still under target, right? Right. However,
it's obvious that if I pick Kaser and we win, and he uses it on me, we're both safe and the game goes on.
there's a time for diplomacy and there's a time for action. And I think this is a time for action. Face it, either you and me are leaving, but you and I are the only team in here. And if you and I win, the tide might turn in our favor. Either way, dude, it's not making you any less of a target.
I want to help Michael, but by helping him and putting myself out there, it would make me a target.
I told you I need to stay out of this for public relations' sake, too. Your public relations are gone after this. You realize that? Not necessarily. If I use the power of veto, who do you think they're going to put up? They're gonna put you up, dude. You don't think they will?
I'm willing to take that chance. He's not gonna put me up yet.
Kaser, he yells your name to last.
Kaser, you're safe.
Isn't that a hint enough for you?
It's inevitable, it seems, that Michael's gonna be gone real soon. It's out of my hands now. There's nothing I can do for him.
Yeah.
How long are we gonna wait to open up that gym? Just gonna be there as a conversation piece?
Probably until we earn it. It's probably
That's what I was saying.
Start working on the code.
Everybody in this house has been staring at that gym through the glass door, trying to figure out how are we going to get into this gym, or what are we going to have to do for this gym.
There's no number? No. Adam, the two numbers that make the second number.
It's 5:40.
It's time to get in shape. Who put that up?
When I walked into the house, I went to the refrigerator, and all of a sudden I look over to the freezer, and I'm like, it's time to get in shape.
Who put that up?
Put what up?
It's time to get in shape.
Where?
Up here on the fridge. Down.
Oh.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Should we look around?
Yeah.
In case?
That's a clue.
And then everybody started freaking out and said it was a clue, and then everybody started running around.
I'm gonna go upstairs and check.
And of course, there was no other clues in the house, so we walked over to the gym,
That clock, was that clock up there before?
and there was a clock on the wall, which had not been there before.
Hey, Kaser.
What time is it?
I don't know. It wasn't there.
I think everybody else kind of just walked off, and I'm like, 5:34. Could that be the code for the room? It's time to get in shape. I figured out the code. It was 5:34.
Oh, it's time to get in shape.
I'm so excited.
So I'm totally excited to use the gym for the summer to get in shape, get buffed.
I feel I've definitely been targeted. I don't want to seem like a bitter little child, but the techniques that some of these people have used in order to get me evicted are pretty pathetic.
At the events of the last week or so, that guy has really brought up certain things in this house, like sexual harassment. I don't know how long this perception has been taking place. Okay? I don't know how much of it is fabricated, exaggerated, misconstrued. It's not the point. It doesn't matter.
It does matter, Kaser.
No, it doesn't. You know why?
Why?
Because these people are gonna, there's a freaking lynch mob out here. Okay? They've already made up their mind. That's the problem.
My problem is no matter how honest I try to be, with a bunch of running around saying that I'm some kind of a sexual predator.
I'm not gonna say you're like a brother to me. You are my brother.
Kaser, you're my brother, dude. That's why we got into this.
I want to ask you something. Did you have an inkling of how they felt about you?
One day everybody's being nice, and then all of a sudden, everybody's cold to me.
But no one said anything to you?
Nobody said anything to me. There are several individuals that are responsible for this whole emotional turmoil that's been going on in the house.
Michael,
Who do you think?
Michael has to go.
Oh, we know that. Don't even worry.
He has to go.
You're in the workforce world. You know about sexual harassment.
I can tell you right now.
Do you think that? Let me ask you a question. If we were in the outside world right now, would he be charged with sexual harassment? What would you call it if you feel uncomfortable? You've voiced concern that you feel uncomfortable with him kissing on your neck, kissing on Jennifer's stomach. When you tell somebody that you are uncomfortable with the way that they are touching you, that is clearly constituting crossing the line. And I don't give a rat's patootie.
That's why I wanted him to know where I was coming from and how he has made me feel comfortable.
But after I talked to him, trying to kiss them, touching their neck, they're getting offended by it. Okay, so
I'll
just,
stop it.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Did he stop?
I don't think he gets it.
He is reaching for straws at this point.
Yeah, you understand he is gonna fight to hell for that friggin' power of veto.
Have a seat.
I'm gonna make sure that everybody knows what that little midget has been saying about me. The guy's absolutely unscrupulous. He said that I was being some kind of a psychotic pervert towards Jennifer, which I wasn't. He's convinced half these sheep, I'm sorry, that I'm some kind of a pervert. And now all the girls in the house think I'm a pervert. Isn't that right? Sorry, I'm just venting so that you can understand here. Yeah?
You need to relax.
Yeah,
If you listen, if you don't keep your cool, it's gonna just be
It
worse.
can still work out.
Be diplomatic, okay? If you bump heads, they're just gonna come with more force.
From who? A midget and some ghetto bird? Hey, Jennifer, did you know that I was molesting you and all the other girls in here?
Mike, can you bear with me for a second? You need to calm your... I know you're upset.
You're right, I'm sorry. I'm gonna calm down.
What just happened?
A whole
What did I
whirlwind
miss?
just happened right now.
What happened?
Michael comes outside and goes to, as Jen and I, as we were walking, he goes, well, apparently I'm like a sexual molester. Jen, did I ever molest you? Right on the spot. And I was like, okay, just walk away.
This is out of control. Now I'm nervous.
The second that comes to disrespect me, all my is gonna come loose.
You can verbalize anything you want.
He is
You cannot
not.
use body language, though.
He is not.
You cannot be threatening. If I were you, Cappy, I wouldn't even verbalize anything. Let him look bad, not you. Well, Eric has the ability to be an incredibly emotional person, and that is both a strength, and it can also be, you know, an instance where it can make the situation a little more difficult.
You better keep your cool.
Oh, I was gonna say something terrible about Kathy. Hey, how did your grandparents die? Oh, that's terrible. I take that back. That's terrible. That's a low blow. Yeah. That's terrible.
I had my ear up against the door of the gold room and I was listening. Yeah? I was just saying so many mean things about you.
Rachel came to me and said he was saying something about my family.
It was childish though.
Yep. You start coming after my family, I am not sitting down for this.
Just for you.
I hope your mother enjoys that one too.
I hope your mother enjoys it too.
You wanna know what Psycho did right now? Because I'm about to go Latin on his ass.
What happened?
He just walked by me, okay? He goes, just for you. And I go, I hope your mother enjoys that one. And I goes, I hope your mother does too. He told me that. And 2 nights ago, he told me, you're so beautiful. And now he's gonna burp in my face. The upset because I don't give him the time of day. That's why, with this platypus walk. Hey, you guys, you know what movie? My friend from Italy, and they got in the boat. My friend. I'll tell you something, he's really from England because of those nasty teeth he's got. That much I can tell you. Now I'm starting to get Cuban on his ass. Yeah. Like,
Without us, I want to see it.
just before I go over there and I put Michael in this place, I want to blow dry my hair. So,
Do you have to do that now? Can I finish this conversation up with K-Sir, please?
just as soon as you're done, give me the heads up.
Yvette came in, and it was apparent that she was upset with Michael. So I went immediately to the gold room to try to defuse the situation. Look, you know, everyone's like ready to blow up at any second.
for whatever reason. We don't need to go and like have these petty like little.
It is pretty petty. He's right, Michael.
You know,
really.
she looked at me. She said, "You do this to your yeah."
You're older than her, right? You're supposed to be more mature and then rise above this. Don't be dumb.
You're absolutely right.
Don't tell me I'm right and then do something else, dude.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
It is pretty petty, though.
Because here's the
very
thing, guys.
petty. You're absolutely right.
Here's the
and
thing.
Yes.
I went out on a limb. I'm sitting here with you guys, and whatever negative thing happens within here, it's also attributed to me. You just can't. We can't do this kind of stuff, dude.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm serious, dude.
Talked about my family.
For real?
He talked about my family, Bo.
You start coming after my family, you think that I'm gonna sit down and take that kind of from a little like that, then you got another thing coming.
I swear to God, if Michael comes out right now,
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna shred him to pieces.
I'm hoping he comes out because once you're done with him, I'm hitting him with the other arrow.
I'm shredding him to pieces because if he starts laughing and doing anything sarcastic,
I'm trying to stay calm.
What did he say to you?
excuse me?
Just relax.
I'm telling you, Kaser.
Just, hold on a second. Don't come at me.
I'm not coming at you.
Kaser.
I'm not coming at you, but what I'm telling you is this crossed the line.
Hold on.
Okay? No, you listen to me. Nobody comes after my family. Do you understand me?
What did he say about your family?
It doesn't matter. You don't come after my family. I told you that from day one.
Hold on a second. What did he say to you?
First of all, I'm gonna try to talk to him in the nicest tone possible because I'm Latin and I can get really loud. When you walked in through this house, okay, and you didn't talk to a damn soul in this house, the only, let me finish.
It has nothing to do with
Wait a
what
second,
did he
let me
say
finish.
to you?
Let me finish. When
This has
nobody,
nothing to do with me.
yeah, no, listen, no, it does have to do with you. That's why I don't talk to you anymore. That's why I don't talk to you anymore. When you didn't, are you gonna let me talk or not?
No, because I'm about to walk away.
Okay, so then walk away then, Casey.
You know what? You might want to at this point. That's my advice to you.
Why are you angry towards me?
I'm not. But what I'm telling you is what it's about to go down. If I were you, I would stay clear.
Listen to me.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm sitting here because I understand you're upset and I need you guys to calm down.
You got a problem?
Yeah, I got a problem. What you gonna do about it, midget?
Not a thing, but what?
That's what I thought. You
go ahead.
Talk a lot and you can't act on it. You got a small penis.
Family.
Talk about your family. Come on, what you gonna do about it? You don't pose a threat to me, you midget.
You're going home.
He's going home. He's going home.
Everyone calm down. Everyone. Eric, come to the dining room right now. Michael, go to the storage room and wait.
All right.
Go ahead, talk about my family behind my back again, bitch.
Luckily, though, before anything else happened, Big Brother got everybody separated. And then Yvette and Kaser got into a discussion about this whole situation with Michael. And Yvette just started going off.
You want to finish hearing what I have to say or no?
Go ahead.
Okay. So when we sat in that gold room and you and I got it the first night, I sat there and I told you how to play a game and you looked at me and you said to me, you know what, Yvette? That means a lot to me. Did you say that or did you not say that?
Yes, Yvette.
Okay, you did say that, right?
Story.
Shorten the story? No. You know what the problem is? That you have no respect for women. You have no respect for women. And they
Sit
don't
down.
get near me.
Sit down. Everyone. I need everyone to go to a different place in the yard. Kazar, hammock. Yvette, Jim, wait there.
After the incident, once everybody calmed down and got their emotions in check, we were all called by Big Brother into the living room for a meeting, and everyone was given a warning. I just want everybody in this room to realize, including Michael, that at no time would I have ever become physical with somebody. And I want to be absolutely crystal clear on that.
I think everybody got a good, got a chance to express their feelings, talk to whomever they needed to talk to.
Since we're all sitting here, can I say something? One of the things that's been bothering me, which is this first person says another person tells another person, I don't know the source, I don't care. I just want to make a point.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Point done. I have no problem with moving forward. I think that's definitely the thing to do. I went up to Yvette and apologized for getting upset.
What being a man is all about is knowing when you're wrong, when you're really wrong, and being able to admit it. Guys, I just want to personally apologize. I didn't want to compromise anybody's safety, okay? I apologize. Okay. It wasn't right. So it's my bad, and really, Michael, I'm sorry.
I think he shook hands with me as part of his little tactic, which is to show the entire house what a noble guy he is.
Time for the veto competition. Nominees, please join me up here.
Everyone's pretty much been on edge. You know, there's a lot riding on this veto competition for them because they want to make sure they seal the deal, get Michael out no matter what.
Only 6 will participate in this competition. The head of household, the 2 nominees, and 3 other players of our choosing. As HOH, I will pick first. My partner in this will be James. The reason why I picked James is because James believes that we have an alliance, plus he is a strong player.
I'm gonna pick Rachel. Rachel. She's a strong competitor, and I think that she has a chance of winning it.
Howie. I did ask Kaser. He felt it was in the best interest for everybody if I picked somebody else. And so I decided to go with Howie.
I have to pick the hostess with the mostest, my boy Bo. So.
The first thing we saw were 2 zip lines. Apparently, you're going to be going back and forth in the air, holding on to dear life.
Zip lines, baby. We got this.
I'll die before I let somebody else win that power of veto because it's so important. It's for my game personally that Michael's got to go.
Who's ready for some high-flying action in our next veto competition called High and Dry? Each team will play by clipping themselves to the steel beams. Each person will have their own track. The object is to scoop water from one platform, fly across the yard, and pour it into the veto tank on the other platform. As the water rises, so will the ball that's floating inside. Once the ball pops through the hole on top, you must run it back to the other platform and put the ball into the veto tube. The power of veto will go to the person who can retrieve the ball and place it into the veto tube the fastest. So fly steady, but fly fast, and hopefully you won't drop your ball last.
The goal of it was to get the best time.
I do not like heights. It's gonna get funky.
On your marks, get set, go!
We had to grab a bucket of water, take a leap to the other side, and fill that bucket to get the little ping pong ball up to the top.
Do be careful, it's slippery. Yep.
Good. Cappy, you're losing some water.
I was losing a lot of water, you know, out the sides, and it wasn't going in the holes.
Come on. That's okay, James. That's okay.
And then all of a sudden, the light dawned over Marblehead here and used the neck of it.
The other way, upside down. Now you got your hands on the ball, see? Throw that bucket, you don't need it. kicked Eric's ass. To beat Eric made me feel good.
Michael and Howie, they were the second group to go. And oh my God, I was so nervous.
It's important to win the veto competition because it's the difference between me staying and going.
On your marks, get set, go!
Go, 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 Howie, go! Relax, Howie. Take your time, brother.
I realized that it was a game not so much of speed, but of precision.
I was basically doing what Captain Marvel and Superman do. 3 steps in a leap, boom.
Come on, Hal, you got it.
Go, Howie, go!
Howie.
Come on, this is your chance, Howie. This is your chance. My water was getting spilled. I guess I was, I'm too fast for my own good.
You think you can change the game?
Go, Howie!
I think I did very well in the competition. I was quite a way ahead of Howie. I'm hoping Janelle does her very best.
I wanted that veto. I wanted to win it so bad that it's just sick.
On your marks, get set, go!
Think smarter, not. Don't work harder, Rachel. Think smarter. Think.
Good
girl.
That a girl. That a girl, Rachel. Go. Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies. Come on, girl.
I just heard everyone cheering for her, and it just made me more focused and more mad.
Go, Janelle.
You're right on the money, Rachel.
Go, Rachel.
You're dead on the money, Rachel. Just keep doing it.
This game was exhausting, and the harness started rubbing in areas that you don't want it to rub.
Rachel, just take the time to make the push.
I carried it very steady and slow and made sure that I got there without spilling any of it.
Come on, you guys.
Come on, Rach, big push.
I noticed that Rachel was getting frustrated.
Come on, Rach.
You got it.
Come on, Rach. Come on, Rach.
Hold on to it tight as you can. Tight as you can.
Go, Rach.
Got it.
You got it.
Nice.
Now slow up.
I could see a lot of worried looks on the girls' faces, especially Yvette. She looked like her face was turning green.
Good job. Good job, girls.
And I wasn't quite sure how quick any of the 6 players had done it. The tenseness increased when the dance scoreboard came out.
Awesome job, guys. I'm gonna begin by revealing the slowest times first. I'm gonna start off with Eric. His time, 9 minutes, 3 seconds. Howie was next, 7 minutes, 45 seconds. Rachel, 8 minutes, 30 seconds. Now I'm going to unveil the fastest times in each round. Janelle, 6 minutes, 48 seconds.
Janelle beat Howie. Janelle beat Rachel. Janelle beat Cappy. So at this moment, I'm like, oh.
Michael, 6 minutes, 44 seconds. James, 6 minutes, 31 seconds.
You could just feel the relief when James won the power veto. The giant weight had been lifted off of our shoulders.
James, you are now the holder of the golden power of veto. Congratulations.
This was good for the fact that, it gives people a little faith in me, but I'm more scared of Janelle than Michael, probably 5 times more.
It makes me mad because they got what they wanted, and I don't like it when people I don't like get what they wanted.
I felt I could have gone maybe a little faster. Had it gone the other way, it would have really changed the game. We'll have to see what happens.
Michael is a threat to the harmony in here, but there would be some pros to vetoing Michael just so we get rid of Janelle, because I think she's a more fierce competitor.
Everybody to the living room. It's time for the veto ceremony.
Plan is, James is not going to use the power of veto. But as we've seen in the Big Brother house, people, decisions, strategies change like as quick as we change our underwear.
All right, I want to thank everyone for joining me for the veto ceremony. As you all know, Mike and Janelle have been nominated for eviction. But by winning the contest yesterday, I've been given the chance to veto one of the nominations. And first, I'd like to give Janelle a chance to say why I should save her.
Well, James, if you did use the power of veto on myself or Michael, it might upset certain people in the house. So just do whatever is in your heart.
Michael? Same way? All right, my decision is not to use the power of veto. I think it's in my best interest as well as some of the other people's best interests that I not use it. So, veto ceremony is adjourned.
I have a number of people that are my biggest threats. They're just conspiring to get me out of the house. I know they are, but I'm not gonna let that happen.
Michael didn't say 2 words, and that's just fine with me. He's said and done enough in this house. James respected the decisions that I made, and Michael's gonna be walking out that front door.
If Michael is eliminated, I will fight like hell to avenge his eviction. I'm just gonna stay and fight. This little pseudo family that Eric has going on is going to fall apart. The fact is, there's only place for one winner in this house.
Who will be evicted next, Michael or Janelle? And who will be the next head of household? Find out live Thursday at 8, 7 Central on Big Brother 6.